And ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the stream. My name is Talisian. There you are, and here I am. Well, let me turn that off there real quick. Oh boy, hold on.
Dive straight in with our main.
There we go. Didn't mean to do that there. Sorry about that. But yes, the new expansion has just been dropped, and advanced to 160, new zones, new raids, new quests, new goodies, new cosmetics. We're all looking forward to it. I had to share that with you. Welcome to the stream. Hope everyone's having a good day today. Today, however, we are currently working on working our way up to Isengard and the Gap of Rohan. Currently, we're exploring south and southeast of Dunland. And let's get into game here real quick. But yes, I'm definitely looking forward to that new expansion. That looks great. I always love it when new expansions come out. It means new things to quest, new things to do. And I've been enjoying Lord of the Rings Online off and on for several years. And this is going to be a good one. And it's the end of the Song of Waves and Wind. So hopefully everybody will enjoy that too. I'm not even that far yet because on Angmar, we're only up to Isengard. So we have a ways to go before we get there on here. But as everyone knows, every day is a Hobbit's birthday. And because it is a Hobbit's birthday, we are the ones who get the presents. Hey, KO, how you doing, my friend? Good seeing you. And look at that. Today, we not only get a silver, but we get a gold present. So let's open those up real quick here. Let's see. For the silver, 50 XP, 50 virtue XP, and a minor potion of morale. And for the gold, whoa, 400 virtue XP and rare crafting component times 5. Nice. Very nice. Very, very nice. We'll definitely hold on to those. Use those at a later time. Oh, I don't want to use it now. No, I want to use it later. Save that. Put that into my mats, along with my other rare crafting component that I have not used yet. Let's see, that is a 426 to 4. Yep, so we can go ahead and sell that one too. And at the end of my last stream, I was like this close to getting max faction with the Grey Company, which would have given me world renowned. So I went ahead back here to Ichad Dagoras, completed one solo quest, one repeatable quest, and I got my faction. So I am now world renowned. I think I still have the title. Nope, I didn't change the title over. But I am officially world renowned because I have the horse. Let's pull it up here real quick. The Eriador horse. That right there, ladies and gentlemen, is the prize that you get, along with 50 LOTRO points, for becoming world renowned, which is kindred with 11 different factions in Eriador. Very nice. That took me pretty much, that was hard work all the way from day one till now to get that faction done. All right, so we are currently working on Book 4, Chapter 15, The Friends in the Gravenwood. And so let's go ahead and head back there. Let's see, I think we need to go to Lower Baravan. And I think that's the area we're working on right now. So we'll go ahead and get back to that so we can start working on our next set of factions. It's always a faction quest. I'm gonna have to do one of my streams that just goes over the value of factioning and what to get for it. Because there are a lot of factions. You can get horses, you can get gear really cheap. Even with some of the Grey Company vendors, in fact, once you get high enough faction, you can spend some of those gold and silver tokens of the wild to get items that you can use to advance your legendary items reward track. And there we go. I'm up to 30. Let's see here. 30, 31, 32. and 33 are all mine. So let's see. Ancient script. Let me make sure my ancient script is good. Oh yeah, I only got 7,000. I have room for more. Good, so we can pop that ancient script. Pop that ancient script. And we'll go ahead and put those into shared storage for now. Which is now full. I'm going to have to go through and clean out my shared storage eventually. Alright, so let's see. Let's take a look at the map here. Looks like we're all right around here to the north of Carraglan. And it looks like we have a quest that can be turned in here. Oh, I need to help the people's Carraglan as much as I can. Okay. Hiding the hand, collect the orders, defeat wargs, defeat goblins, and use the horn. Yep. So let's go ahead and start heading that way. And we should be meeting it with members of the Grey Company again, too. Let's get over here. Use a random mount. Ah, there we go. But no, this is one of those games that I just enjoy. I just enjoy playing, whether it's factioning, whether it's deeding, whether it's, you know, to me, I've always found Lord of the Rings Online to be a very relaxing game. And that's why it was one of the games I said, you know what, when it comes time to stream, that's the game I want to stream. And looks like here we are. And looks like those are some of the wargs that I need. I also need to defeat wargs also, just in general. So let's go ahead and dismount, get buffed up. Hey, Hollow Living, thank you very much for the follow, man. And Gootborn, hey, how you doing, my friend? Good seeing you. Let's see if I can pick them both off in one shot. No, not quite. There we go. This is sort of the stuff, this is the fun stuff that I like. Oh, well, not just the, oh, crap, and it had to be a shadowy, too. All right, well, there we go. I'm doing fine. Hollow Living. How you doing, my friend? Welcome to the channel. I'm just sitting here trying to die. You know, nothing important, you know. Right out of the gate, and I happen to get caught with a goblin, caught with a Nazgul. Wonderful. Thanks much, Hollow Living. I appreciate it. So currently my quests, I have multiple quests here. I need to take out some of the warg riders here, some of the wargs, and I need to find orders from the White Hand. stunned me. I was not expecting that. And then I need to find the horn to summon their leader and take him out. What's nice is I get to pick up a bunch of Kalianard hide, which is good for my crafting stuff, good to make better armor. Always good. Is that the horn? There's the horn of summoning right there. So let's go ahead and clear the area around it, and then we'll go ahead and pop that horn of summoning. Make sure everything is clear. Go ahead and relieve this corpse of whatever is on it. And now we'll go ahead and summon the boss, Nagrut. Nagrut. Doing Rohan on my Lore Master now, and yeah, Lore Master. Oh God, yeah. I was honestly tempted to do Lore Master when I first started this stream, but I got a partial thing for hunters, so I gotta stay with my hunter here. But I have a Lore Master as an alt that I've been playing around with offline, and or off stream, I mean. And tell you, dude is a monster. Let me tell you. So I need to bring the White Hand orders, and I need to defeat one more warg, and I've got all the quests here done. And that's it. So let's go ahead and bring the White Hand back to Amian at his camp under the eaves of the Greenwood, which is going to be to the south. And that's where I'll meet up. That's where I'll circle back and be back up with the Grey Company again. The balance of range and melee as well. Yeah, it is. I've honestly noticed that a lot of the melee classes are just so powerful as compared to the melee. Like I said, I can, I have a very good chance of taking out. Yeah, I agree. Hunter times 10 easily. I've just always enjoyed playing the Hunter class. I think, honestly, the main reason why I like Hunter so much is all of these. I have rapid travel anywhere in Middle-earth, just at the touch of a button, as long as I work on my faction stuff. Most of these here are all faction-related. Getting good faction with the Dwarves and Moria got me Guide to the 21st Hall, Guide to Rivendell with the Elves, Guide to East Angmar when I was working up in Angmar and so forth. It's all faction-related, and since I play enough anyway, and I work on my factions enough, it's just so easy for me to pick these up. Warden's another one, because they get the musters, I think it is. I want to say Warden. They get the musters to these same locations as well, so that's another good class if you want to be rapidly mobile all across of Middle-earth to play a Warden, and you'll be able to travel just like a Hunter will. And there's the camp that I'm looking for right there. And there's an updated campsite fire. Let me see, do I need to change my campsite fire location? Oh, I guess I do. Yeah, but now you can buy the Swift Traveler things on other classes. Or buy the premium house. You can basically Swift travel there. Exactly. There are other ways to do it. Yeah, like I said, I've got my travel in my kinship house right here. And I literally, where I have my house, is literally directly south in the Shire homesteads of the main hub, and in the main hub is the far-reaching stables. So I've got fast travel right there as well. So it's really good if I want to go back, because I also back at my kin house, I've also got the Gondorian workbench, the Gondorian oven, the Gondorian forge, so I can do all my crafting there. For my cook, I've got the farm, the little patch of farm work, so I can grow everything I need, so I can do all of my crafting right there for all of my alts. I've got my universal, my two boxes that I paid for to get the universal optional crafting ingredients, and so it's just really nice. Plus, right there's another, right also in that hub is also all of the taskmasters, so you can turn in all your tasks too. It's really convenient. But this right here, real quick, the campsite fires, they're different from the regular fires. You'll see ones that say campfire on them. And anybody who has a cooking skill can use a campfire to go ahead and cook. But the campsite fires are special for hunters, because hunters can bind to them just like they can with millstones. So it's like a free millstone that a hunter gets. So I'll go ahead and just use it real quick. I can change that. And now just by clicking this right here, return to camp, I can come right back here to South Gravenwood. The housing switch travel is on a 1-minute cooldown. The premium one is, yes. The one I have is the 5-minute cooldown, which I find is good enough for what I need to. I figure if I need to drop back home real quick, 5-minute turnaround is not terrible. Plus, I can still, like I said, between stables and stuff, I can still get anywhere I need. So, but go ahead, let's turn in Guidance of the White Hand.
Greetings.
Let's go ahead and fix my window here. I had it set up so I can do some stuff there. What are these? Orders carried by the goblins of the camp nearby. Indeed, it is good you brought these to me. It appears that our passing has not been as a secret as we had hoped. An increased reputation with Theodred's riders, too. That's the next faction up. Yeah. That's true. That's actually a very good reminder, because they just opened up some of the sales real quick. So let me double check real quick. So normally I do the sales mounts, and I forgot to do that. There we go. There we go. Last weekend, to get the Jaunty Patrons coffer, the Kingdom of Harad, which I did the teaser for, is now on sale for pre-purchase. And then you get 25% off your Millstone skills, Hurry Traveler and Returning Traveler, which you just mentioned, Goodborn, Advanced Riding Traits and Rally Horns, and the weekly coupon is a free Tome of Defense with the code DEFUP. So let's go ahead and use that code real quick. And there's a 6-hour Tome of Defense. And here are the prices for the Jaunty coffers: $19.95, $39.95, and $79.95. And then here's some of the other sales: the rider traits, the millstones. So even still, if you want to get in the simple rally horns as well. Okay, so let's go ahead now and biting the hand that feeds.
What do you need?
Well met again. So you're able to bring aid to Old William and the Boar clan. Well, as well. Now, however, I have a vital task for you. The Jaunty is a bit overpriced, but yeah, they do. It's about the same price as all of the coffers. I picked up a few of them along the way. I mean, I've got my loyal goose of Gondor. I had to get my loyal goose of Gondor.
How can I be of service?
So let's see, which one do I want? The robe? No. The Sentry's gauntlets? I think I'll get those just for the resistance rating. Yeah, we'll get those, but I'll put them in storage just for the resistance rating, because that's nice. I'm building up a whole set of resistance gear for taking out big targets. can use that. And the cooks can go into storage. There we go. Yeah, me too. I baited it way back. Played it for a little bit, but I had to drop it because my guild in EverQuest 1 at that time, I was the main healer for the guild, and they couldn't raid without me for some strange reason. I don't get it, but so I had to put aside Lord of the Rings Online, but I picked it up again during the pandemic when I was stuck at home. I needed something to do. I wanted a new MMO to play, so I went ahead and picked up. Yeah, exactly, Goodborn, exactly. So I went ahead and picked up Lord of the Rings when they had the fantastic sale. Basically, they made the entire game up to Helm's Deep for free, and then for like 99 LOTRO points, they had like about 5 or 6 different quest packs. So I went ahead and started playing and grinding and picked that up and just fell in love with the game after that, and here I am again. Book 4, Chapter 15, Friends in the Gravenwood.
A small band of Rohirrim have come to the Gravenwood.
We are well met, and it is good to see a friendly face. You should speak with Theodred. A small band of Rohirrim have come to the Gravenwood and is meeting with their leader. Their camp is to the east. I don't really have the life account. I wish I did. That would have been a fantastic deal. No, I pay by the month. But I think I've had a sustained account for Lord of the Rings Online now for about 3 years. So if that's a lifer, you can call it that. You know, selling my soul a little bit at a time, as it were. A dark and lonely forest. When we first came to this place, we stumbled upon a party of Rohirrim scouts led by Theodred, the king's son. They're attempting to creep behind the Dunlanding lines, but unfortunately for them, the Horse Lords are not the most cautious warriors. We helped them to sneak past their enemies and establish a camp here in the Gravenwood. Theodred remained with them, believing it to be to our mutual benefit to aid them. The mission here might help us regain Gwillian's trail. You should head east once the Rohirrim scout camp and join up with Theodred. Take this whistle. It is made to sound like the call of a bird not found here. If you sound it, Andreg will come and take you to Theodred. Sounds good. If you hold on 1 second, I will be right back. Oh, never mind. Someone already got it. I was hearing my dog bark. I bought one when they had a sale, and next month they announced free to play. And I was like, come on, but it's the best deal ever. Yeah, I mean, you can do free to play up to a certain point, and you get certain benefits, but getting that VIP, I mean, I honestly these days I couldn't play without the VIP. This jug is just absolutely vital for me. I mean, I use it all the time on stream. It just makes the game so much fun. Being able to access my bank and my storage and a sale and the auction, shop and an auction house from anywhere in the world. In fact, since I just leveled, I should check the legendary item forge to see any of my legendaries can go up. Not yet. Okay. There's a white hand warrior. Let's take him out. See where we need to go for our quests. It's weird. Oh. On the other side of the Gravenwood. Okay. This game is the best free-to-play system ever. With my experience, I could get a second account with basically the same benefits and know how to grind the LP very fast. Yeah, I admit I did that early on. I created a character, rapid my way through the opening zones, get all the way to Bree, and then, bank all the points and then delete and redo. That was where I learned how much fun the grind is. Let's be honest. This game, the grind on this game is not bad. I mean, most of the kills that I've been doing just here on the stream so far have been all toward deeds. You know, the wargs that I was killing back there, they're on a deed. The goblin, that was another deed that I completed at the end of last stream. And those deeds add up to LOTRO points, and they increase your faction, and they can get you, you know, really things that you can only buy at, you know, once you've gotten to that point, really nice. And if I was actually doing birding, I'm not doing birding right now. I ought to start an alt and just do the birding stuff. But right there's one of the, I think that's one of the birds you need, the Gravenwood Warbler. It's okay. I went ahead and cleared it. I have to apologize. When I started streaming, I had somebody that pop in my channel that was antagonistic toward me, and he was diametrically opposed to me on a number of fronts, so I had to turn my settings way up just to shut him up and just to kick him out. So I apologize for that. But I had to protect myself and my budding audience at the time. I did not want somebody like that in my channel. So I apologize. But yeah. The devs don't give a crap about that. Every player is a soul, and it's a positive stat. Yeah. Well, I appreciate that. Great, Goopborn. Thank you very much. But yeah, they I mean, the devs have to make money. If you want the game to continue, you've got to, you know, you got to pay for certain things. So every now and then, when I have the money, I've got some kind, I'll drop like $10 down. I'll pick up some LOTRO coins and I'll spend them in the store. Or like for instance, I went ahead and picked up the because I really wanted the goose. So I went ahead and bought the box that had the goose in it, just so I could have a goose following me around. I was watching another streamer, and they played the Untitled Goose game, and that was just so much fun. So I had to get a goose. So anyway, so every now and then I will go ahead and I will drop money on this game because I think it's worth it. Yeah. Well, I thought Brunhilde was an appropriate goose name, and especially, like I said, after watching that other streamer play the Untitled, and there you go. Like I was talking about, just playing the game right here, I defeated 100 Craven in Dunland. You know, oh, I hit my virtue cap. I gotta fix it. Oh, I capped out Valor 36. 32, 32, 36, 32, 32. So all 32. So we'll go ahead and we'll just work at the top, go to Fidelity. There we go. But yeah, like I said, you just do, just playing the game. You complete deeds. Like I said, I defeated the Craven. 5 LOTRO points right there. 2,000 Virtue XP. Men of Dunland rep. But right here, 5 LOTRO points just by doing it. Grinding the starters, you also get a lot of XP. Yeah, I was talking about that earlier. You can, you know, just doing the opening quests. The I would sometimes the Bjorning is a good one. The Men, when you go through Arch It, is another really good one because you can do Arch It, the starting zone, then the Arch It in the game, and then make your way up to Bree, and you can usually pick up about 100, 150 LOTRO points in a matter of a couple of hours. It's really easy to do. And you really don't, and you don't need an advanced character, you don't need an advanced gear, and you don't even need a paid account to do that. And you can just easily grind LP if you need it. So I really think this game has one of the better Yeah, problem is the new player doesn't know that. Definitely, that is a problem. They look at everything in the store, figure how am I going to get LOTRO points, and then they as they do deeds and just play the game, they see it trickle in like 5 points at a time, and figure it's a never-ending task. But it's really not that hard. I mean, you saw me. I'm sitting on like 1900 right now, and I haven't bought any LOTRO points in months. That's just playing the game and grinding and working on deeds with primarily this character right in front of me that I've been streaming. This has been my primary character that I've been playing for the past several months. Company. Mournful. Back off. Come on, give me. God. Woo. Okay, we're going to take a break for a second here. Right. That's true. Yeah, as a lifer, you really have it a lot easier because you get those LOTRO points every month, and you can just let them sit back and just lock it up. I think was it 500? Am I correct? Is it 500 LOTRO points, or am I thinking a different game that gives 500? I might be thinking Star Wars: The Old Republic that gives 500 of their version of LOTRO points every month. It's 500 per month? Okay. There we go. All right, we'll leave that cribbing alone. I want to actually start getting to the camp here. In Star Wars, I have way more. I forgot I was sub for years. They actually changed over the one of the easy ones in Star Wars: The Old Republic. They actually took off the automatic 100 a month for the security key unless you actively play the game. Yeah, you could just sit back and collect basically 500 a month just for doing, or 600 a month just for doing nothing. And they got rid of the 100 a month unless you're an active player. That's kind of nitpicky. But you know, yeah, there's really not. I'm sitting on a couple thousand right now in myself in LOTRO. I'm not really certain what to do with it. Yeah, I actually just up my other stream. Is currently up to Knights of the Fallen Empire Chapter 3. Yes, very good writing. I really enjoyed, because I did a one stream. I started it and went up through the beginning of Chapter 3 on one of my 2.5 hour streams. That was that was some of the best stuff in Star Wars I had done up to this point. And I've completed all 8 of the origin stories. I thought that was some of the best stuff that I had seen so far. It was really very well done. Yeah, that's one of the reasons why Star Wars is the other game that I primarily stream. I've always been enjoyed games that had good writing. You know, stuff that can just draw you in and keep your attention. Empire. Oh, the Imperial Agent. I loved the Imperial Agent story. I also liked the Jedi Counselor story as well. I thought that was very well done. And that one actually really used force powers in a way that I didn't really see other classes use them. I thought that was very well done. I wish more classes would use their abilities in the story the way the Jedi Counselor did. That made things a lot more interesting. Okay, where there is a... Oh, there it is. Okay. I just passed it. I want to go up here and get the millstone up here at the camp. And the stable master so I can travel back up here.
Welcome, my friend.
I can understand that. That was actually one of the things I liked about Star Wars is your companion basically gave you a party of 2, and the way I kept myself geared in Star Wars: The Old Republic, me and my companion could basically do any heroic mission. I think I only had to turn down one heroic mission I couldn't actually finish out of all of the 8 origin stories and the dozens of solo heroic missions that I did. Having that companion just made it so much easier to do. Here's the Rohirrim Scout Camp. Let's go ahead and set my milestone here. I don't need Thror's crew anymore. There we go. And right here, this is another interesting function that they have scattered around Lord of the Rings Online are these reflecting pools. There's one in every zone. It allows you to redo an instance you've already done. For instance, I can do the instance The Will to Stand right now. Word even reaches in Enedwaith that the Falcon clan stood against Sauron. And they got reflecting pools all the way through, and there are certain deeds for repeating them on higher difficulties. There are certain rewards you can get as well. Let's see if we close this out. There we go. Yeah, they should probably do an overhaul. I heard that was something that they had in the works with the pools. Yeah, I heard that was something they had in the works. That was something that was mentioned before. Also mentioned the increasing the UI for better on 4K screens. Keeping my fingers crossed on that one. Okay, so let's go ahead and talk to Theodred real quick. We'll go ahead and Book 4, Chapter 15, Friends in the Gravenwood.
What have you learned of the Dunlanding clans?
Your journey through Dunland for Lew Brennan is almost at its end. What have you learned of the Dunlanding clans? Theodred listens to your report. I see. Saruman's influence is greater than we thought. It is good that you sought to help the people to resist him, even if it bears little fruit. This man here is Theodred, the son of the King of Rohan. He has crossed into Dunland with a small party on a similar mission, to see what is happening in the heart of Dunland. They are at a remnant from where you had to be in a group for Volume 1. Remnant. They are a remnant from when you had to be in a group for Volumes 1 and 2. Yep. And when they went ahead, when they went free to play, one of the things they did is convert every instance. All of the main story quest instances can be soloed. And they even added some other solo instances as well, which I thought was really nice of them to do. So let's talk to Theodred. This is the first time we actually get to meet Theodred in the questing line.
You run errands for folk long sworn to be the enemies of my people.
Theodred sighs heavily. It has been a long time since the Dunlandings crossed into my father's kingdom with the design of conquest. Without the urging I fear Saruman is giving to them, they would not have the courage to do so again. The wizard has done my people a great wrong with this, and he must pay for it. My men and I forded the Isen and came by animal paths into this wood. That is where we encountered Theodred and learned of his mission. We could use your help if you can spare it. Well, of course, I gladly will.
We are all ill at ease in this forest, and your ranger friend here is not the reassuring sort.
And I am kindred with the men of Dunland. That got me 20 LOTRO points and a title, becoming kindred with the men of Dunland just by playing. The volume 1 and 2 on level before that overhaul, and holy yes, that was. Don't worry about it. No big deal. Good born. You're cool. You're cool. That was another reason that it's like I was almost tempted to leave my guild, but then I was having problems playing Lord of the Rings Online exactly because of that, because I couldn't do some of the quests solo, and I really just wanted to play. So, what can you say? I'm glad they've done a lot of things to fix it. They were. Oh my god. I've done some instances very early before they fixed that. I couldn't even kill the first mob. I would literally walk into the zone. The first mobs would be right there, literally nuke me before I could even hit a button, and then I'd be out of the zone. And I didn't get a chance to do anything. The Great Barrow. The Great Barrow back in Breedland. Bringing the Barrow down. That was one that was just... that was just as bad. For those of you who are familiar with old MMOs, that's almost as bad as a fear break-in in EverQuest 1. If you know anybody who's got some experience in EverQuest 1, those are 3 words that'll scare people. Fear break-in. We used to have Epic Nights for those who wanted to do the Epic line. Yeah, you had to. Because the only way you could do the Epic line early on in the game series was you had to be in a group. You couldn't solo it like you do now. And this was such a wonderful thing to be able to solo the main storyline in a quest. There we go. Book 4, Chapter 16, The Watchful Presence. We were all at ease in this forest, and your ranger friend here is not the reassuring sort. My men are reported feeling a watchful presence as they walk beneath the trees. I do not like it. I have heard that Soderman can move about unseen by mortal eyes. Could it be his presence my men has felt? If you oppose the wizard, go to these places to see if you feel the presence at them as my men do. One of these places is a gnarled tree to the northwest, and another is a camp of Dunlandings far to the north, Uvel Kedlis, between the arms of the mountains. Okay, I can do that. And I think I also need to use the Ask Andred with the Eyes in the Forest quest. So, the page hunt and the class items. Damn, that was... Oh, God. Legendary items these days are so much easier to get and deal with. When they opened up the Word Hoarder Gobathon and put all the traceries of the items there, it made legendary items so much nicer. So much easier to do. It really did. And then the page hunt. Yeah, I remember that. The 3 class books, hunting for those pages all across Eriador was a pain in the ass, too. They made that one a lot easier as well. Okay, so let me go ahead and use this ring, or use this here. Indeed, I will set you on the path to Theodred and the Horse Lords, but first I will need your assistance. My mission in this wood is to scout for signs of Gwillian, the old woman of the mountain. My efforts have proven unfruitful as of yet, but perhaps with your aid that will change. As we journey toward the scout camps, you may help scout the forest here between here and there. Oops, I should have used this earlier. We find signs of Gwillian's passage, and you can then deliver word of it to Theodred. What say you? We'll need to stay along the north face of the southern hills of the South Gravenwood, for that is the section I am assigned to scout. And I can only take you as far as the pass to Isengard, for I must part ways with you there. Okay. Let's see if there's any threats. And while returning here from the Rothorn Scout Camp, I saw some strange form of corruption in the wood. Unnatural. Theodred knows more about this sort of corruption than I. We can collect the piles of corruption and bring it to him. Okay. Yeah, and all the pages drop for every class. You could grind for months and get one page. Yeah, I'm really glad they fixed that too. Okay, so we want to head south. There we go. That was a good change. You couldn't have had that system take. Oh God, yes. I completely understand. Easily, people could have rage quit before that. It was just terrible. There we go. I know, why couldn't it have been a mournful since I had my companion with me? I probably could have taken him out. That would have been a nice set of 20, Anyway. Ah, there's a quest item on that. The icon upon this object looks like some sort of animal with horns, but it has an evil-looking air about it. Okay. Scouted the path through the southern Gravewood. Roller Scout Camp. Okay. And the corruption is down over this way that I need to pick up. Okay, we're almost at that corruption that I needed to grab for Theodred. There it is. You want me to grab some oozing corruption? Are you serious, Andreg? Ew. And I gotta collect 8 piles of oozing corruption. Yuck. Even the sound sounds kind of squishy. I mean, listen to this. Ew. Just what I wanted to correct. Piles of oozing corruption. And now I need one more. There it is. Okay, Andre, here, you carry them. This should be enough. We should bring this to Theodred as soon as possible. Okay. And then to be bestowed, completing quests within the Gravenwood. 20 quests will net you more LOTRO points, virtue experience, and increased weapons to Theodred's riders. He's got another quest for me. 2 more. Cruel Traps and Orc Mischief. Orcs are cruel beings. They have left many traps throughout the South Graven with designs to injure and maim. He wants me to disable 5 orc traps. Gladly. And then the other one is Orc Mischief. Orcs. These creatures bear the markings of the White Hand. What are Sauron's cronies doing here in the South Gravenwood? Okay, so I need to defeat 5 traps and 10 orcs. Pretty good area. See an orc trap right there. Yeah. Yeah, that's true. I really don't want to do that right now. That would not be fun. See? Yep. Yep, pick up a deep wound and I'm trapped. Yeah, it's not fun. I'd rather not do that anymore. Okay, so I guess we're kind of stuck here for a minute. Thanks, Goodborn. I appreciate it, my friend. Thanks. At least there's a white hand. I can take him out. It's all right. No big deal. No big deal. I'll just sit here and mourn away my time. Sigh. Rebuffed myself. There we go. I'll try not to do that again. That's when you have a sip of whiskey of choice. Yeah, well, I tend not to do that kind of stuff on streaming. My beverage of choice right now is Coke Zero. I say that kind of stuff for off stream because I get too loopy if I'm not careful. I've done a couple of late night Diablo streams, and I've been 3, 4, 5, 8 sheets to the wind. But anyway, we don't need to talk about that. So I need to find 2 more traps and 6 more orcs. I'll make that 5 more orcs. Am I out of the... No, it's okay. I'm still in there. I went off my 7-day shift, so I'm on an out. Yep, one of those. Yeah. Hey, I'm sorry about your foot, man. I hope it gets better. Oh, sorry, toothache. Yes, I hope your tooth gets better. Trust me, I feel for you. Oh, great. Back off. One of the things that they changed, and I went ahead and bugged it, but they haven't fixed it yet. There have been a couple of patches, so I guess they want it to stick. Bard's arrow used to never chase off. They used to never chase off the Nazgul. I wouldn't even slow them down. It would still do damage to them, but there wouldn't be a chance to fear. But now it fears them every time, and it's such a nice thing to have. Yeah, once they yoink it out, then I'm fine. But I'm a Viking, so I don't care. I'll have to go dig out my Thor's hammer and put it on. I've got a Thor's hammer somewhere. It's packed away. Let's see, I need 2 more traps and 4 more orcs. And I discovered the mustering tree. That must be this thing right here. The woods remain still and quiet. You feel no presence here. Okay. Alright, then let's head southward, and then I can go ahead and hopefully find the rest of the traps and the White Hand Warriors. One way to cure toothache is to have a drink. It's a Thanos snap and the ache goes away. Yep. Absolutely. Okay, so there's the 9. I just need 1 more of them and a few more traps, and we should be set. Discovered the Tree of Tribute. That must be this tree right here. Oh, I'll take that banded coffer. That's scholarly supplies. Let's go this way. Okay, there's the orcs. Now I just need to find the last couple of traps. And we should be in the general area. There should be some, yep, there's one of them right there. Okay, good. So I just need 1 more trap after this. And there it is. There we go. Where did Andre go? Oh. I gotta resummon him. I lost him. Hurts like hell, but it's fine. It is what it is. Blue line. Yes. I primarily went blue line. Spent 1 point in Trapper Foes just so I can get set trap. And then I'm working on I'm doing some Bowmaster. I pretty much have just about everything I want from the blue line at this point. So I'm going to go red line. Excuse me. I'm going to go red line to kind of enhance my damaging abilities. I don't know if I'll be able to get far enough down to get Heartseeker or not. Or is Heartseeker... Because they moved a lot of the abilities. Yeah, it's all the way down here. In for the kill. I need 23 more mags, which would mean another 46 points in order to get Heartseeker. I don't think I'll get another 46 points for quite a while. So here's the one for the traps. You have done well. Now the beasts of the wood and the men who journey here will be able to pass without fear of maiming. And then the other quest he had was the orcs. There's little worse than orcs in this world. They may not be the most powerful creatures of evil, but they are among the most proliferate. That is definitely true. Alright, we can go ahead and head back down to Therodred's camp now. And that way we can go ahead and turn that quest in. Oh, actually, I still got Eyes of the Forest, so let's go ahead and... We need to scout the path to the Rotters. Oh, okay. I guess I actually need to ride the road and take care of some... Take care of some threats. Actually, I can do it. I'll start from the campsite. Let's just do that. Now I saw where you have your radar. I'm not cool with that. What's what down here at the bottom right? No, I know. Some people have it up here at the top. I'm just so used to having it down here. That's where I have my radar, for instance, for SWTOR is down here as well. Okay. Let's see, this is a... Hunting the pack. The Dunlandings use dusthounds of the Gravenwood as hunting dogs. They are a vicious breed with a keen sense of smell. A couple of the Horse Lord's mounts were badly mauled by the dogs. We would do well, I think, to slay a few dusthounds and lessen the threat. Okay. You mean like that one right there? Of course it is. That's one of the nice things about the internet. Everybody has a say, and you can ignore the people you don't like. Oh, and he's got another quest for me. Lost Cause. Defeat Kraben in the South Gravenwood. Look, can you see them? At the very least, you can hear them. Kraben. Crows are vile creatures to begin with, but the Kraben of Dunland have been corrupted by Saruman and act as his spies. Yep. So basically just keep killing the things I've been killing all along. Fine, you want me to move my radar? Fine. There, I moved it. You happy? Crap. Another shadowy. Back off. Thanks, Goopward. I appreciate it. Okay. So let's see, I need 8 more Duskhounds and 10 Kraben. But I tell you, this place is just full of orcs and Nazgul. I mean, I'm not finding the mobs I need. All right, I think we're gonna have to start tracking because I need to find these hounds in Crebain. And they're all over the place. Distant, very distant. All right, so we'll take the top one here that's distant, and we need to go that way. Okay. That's common. Whatever you never spawn once you're done the quest. Yep. Yeah. Or in my case, I'm looking for one mob and I get surrounded by 50 Nazgul. Like, what the fuck? There's a Duskhound. Yeah, I really don't mind the Nazgul. In fact, one of the things I actually need to do is I need to go back to Esladin, and I need to talk to Amelia, who's in charge of the faction and has the rewards for those. I happen to be sitting on almost 300 Tattered Shadows. Excuse me 1 second. Thank you. Yeah, I'm sitting on almost 300 Tattered Shadows. Haven't been able to pick up any Morgul coins because I'm not high enough level yet. The one of the things, other things about the Veil of the Nine that you can do on the server is that they actually have Nazgul that spawn as world bosses. Only problem is you have to be at almost max level for the server, which in this case is 75, and I'm 73, so I could probably do it now. You can join into those, and you don't even have to be grouped with anybody. You just go there and show up when you get the alert. And I actually have an alert that shows up on my Discord server. Right here. I've got Nazgul alerts right here. If a Nazgul spawns in anywhere in Middle Earth, that it'll show me right here, and I get an alert, and then I can go ahead and log into game and go ahead and yeah, in fact I just had one yesterday, about 20 hours ago. They had one show up about 9 o'clock last night. So, and then that one, the previous one before that was 2 days ago. So it's probably tomorrow there'll be another Nazgul spawn, is my guess. But no, that's I made sure to go ahead, and as soon as I saw somebody doing that, I made sure to have that on my Discord server so I can go ahead and follow that if I want to get involved into those, because that's the best way to get the Morgul coins and really get some of the better rewards that for the. There we go. Now we're starting to find the mobs I'm looking for. You can get some of the better rewards that way for Amelia and her faction. It was the same way when Moria was the main thing. They had these troll titans that would spawn, and they would give a certain troll dwarf based reward and troll coin and bounty markers, I do believe they called them then. I went ahead and maxed out my faction with that one as I could too. There we go. Yeah. Missed opportunity. They should have a creep player spawn in the world as a world boss. Yeah. They only do that, however, in the Ettenmoors. I actually have not done any of the Ettenmoor stuff. I never really liked PvP. It was just something I was never good at. I was playing World of Warcraft a lot a few years ago, and I got involved in a guild that did a lot of PvP. So I figured, okay, we'll go ahead and give it a try. I mean, I did not find it fun. And that was just a personal thing. For those people who find it fun, though, hey, more power to you. I do know that the Ettenmoors needs a lot of work here in Lord of the Rings Online. It's not really as popular as it is on some other games, the PvP. Yeah. Some people enjoy it, though. And, you know, hey, like I said, more power to them. Play the game that you like, you know? Playing as a creep is fun, though. I might try that. I do have access to it now. So, because you have to be level 10. You have to have a character at level 10 in order to do creeps and creep stuff. And so I might try that. Company? No, Andric, shut up. There we go. I'm on Orcris, and that people. Oh yeah, no, I know there are some servers that are very, very active. PvP is the primary reason for the server. There are some PvP only servers in WoW, PvP only servers in EverQuest, and so forth. I know for some people that is what they enjoy more than anything. And you know what? More power to them. I hope they find what they're looking for. And this is the one for the Dusk Hounds, so that's all taken care of now. So I just need 2 more Cribane. I'll make that 1 more. Ah, they're right there. Let's see if I can get them both in one shot. Yes. Love it when my multi-shot works really well. Perhaps we should not have deviated from our mission, but I don't feel that we could afford to not take the opportunity to slay the Cribane when we were here. Of course. Ooh. Theodred, Amlan, and Andragig are searching in the Gravenwood for clues as to the whereabouts of the Old Woman of the Mountain. Help Andragig deal with the threats of the Southern Gravewood. And that's a deed I just completed, just by doing this right here. Tracking an old goat, 5 more LOTRO points. That's what, 30 or 35 points I've just picked up in an hour and a half. So, I mean, it's not too bad, you know? Often it's big raids sweeping the fields, and there are call-outs all the time. You show up as a creep and mess around. I might do that on a stream one time. Once I've hit max level and I don't have a lot to do, I may just go ahead and do a creep stream just for funsies. Eyes in the forest. We've seen strange things on this path, and strange things are a good sign that Gwillian has come this way. Okay. A dark and lonely forest. You've been a great aid to me upon this road, and I must turn aside now and scout the woods to the south and east. If you turn north and travel along the cliffs to the eastern edge of the Gravenwood, you eventually come upon the Rohirrim scout camp where Theodred awaits you. Okay, we can now go ahead and port back to the Rohirrim scout camp and turn in that quest. That's okay. Like I said, I have it turned up a lot, so don't worry about it. It's no big deal. It's just a quick click for me to go ahead and let it go. So don't even worry about it. Okay, let me go ahead and clear out my inventory. It's probably getting pretty full. Yeah. Let's see, that's a scholar, so I'm a scholar. Can I use that? No, I can't. Ruins incomparable. I actually need to start making room in my shared storage now. Can I get rid of from... Let me go ahead and make sure there are a few things in my... There we go. Let me go ahead and do this. Open up the wardrobe. Make sure these are in the wardrobe. That item's already in. That item is already in. That item is already in. And that item is already in. Okay, there we go. So now I can get rid of these because they're in my wardrobe. There we go. Okay, those are level 50 rooms. Just go ahead and use those real quick. Oh, I've got some traceries I can withdraw now that I have room. There we go. That freed up a little bit more room. Jeweler's got to go into storage for my jeweler. Ten. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. There we go. Right, yeah, that's why I went ahead and did it. I've actually got a tracery, a large essence and tracery carry-all. And if I sort by description, right here are all my runes right here. I've got 11 plus 1, 40 plus 2s, and I've got some other stuff in here. Actually, this can go, this can go, that can go. And go ahead and sell those off and make a little extra room here. Room chest in your stash. Room chest in my stash. I didn't think I had another tracery room. I thought that's what I had. The runes chests. Oh, you mean like the large essence and tracery carry-all? This right here? Where I've got the enhancement runes right here? Is this what you're talking about? Because anytime that's a level 50, I just go ahead and pop it immediately and store it in here. Anything that doesn't say that, I know is level-based. And for instance, the next tip up in legendary items is, I want to say, 86. So all of these ones, if I need level 86 runes, I can start popping these enhancement runes here. And these will be enhancement runes like +2. The enhancement legendary will be +4. But anything, if I open it now, it'll only be level 50, and I don't need any more level 50 runes. Because I'm sitting on more than enough of those that I'll need. Every rune chest will be a single rune. Right. But I think these enhancement runes here, just saying comparable, it's an item level 50. So those can, I'll let those sit until I get to, actually I can go ahead and pop this one out here too, now that I've actually got some room. I think I've got all the traceries out of here that I want to open. Yeah, and I feed up 8 spots, so that's good. Yeah, I'm fine now. Okay. That's okay. No worries. Alright, so let's go ahead and talk to Theodred. I gotta turn in evil things to Theodred. And then a dark and lonely forest when I was working with Amadon.
What can I do for you?
What is this you have for me? Well, I've seen this symbol before. I'm not sure what it's supposed to represent, but it reminds me of some of the demons that Gwillian had summoned against us in the Windfells. Yeah, I remember that one. I was not happy about that either. Might, vitality, no. The finely etched iron ring, will, and fate. No. So I'll just take the most 695, 259, 5. So we'll just take this and sell it. And then this is the quest.
How can I be of service?
A dark and lonely forest. It is good you've come through. Though I did say I did not doubt much that our paths would cross once more. There's a great evil afoot and we could use your aid. There we go. Agility, vitality, tatmit, and finesse. I would give up the chance to negate common damage, but I think getting the upgrade would be... That's 20 points of agility, but I'd lose some vitality. I'd rather get the agility, though. I really need the agility. There are those in the 50 that will be tier 1. Right. Yeah, and so I just let them sit there. The ones that are not level 50, you know, the ones that are just say that are enhancement runes, those will gear up with you up to level 125, I do believe, some of them. So I'll just wait until I need them, and then I'll start popping them once it's ready. Time for me to start upgrading again. A peace-shattering silence. When I and my companions first came here, we noticed almost once a queer stillness about the forest. There's undoubtedly a foul presence at work here, and I would wager that Gwillian has something to do with it. But thus far, we've been unable to find the source. Perhaps you'll aid us with this task. There are 2 trees, one to the northwest and one to the southwest, which were clearly once used in some Dunlanding ritual. One is called the Mustering Tree, for it is where the forces of Dunland gathered to go to war against Gondor and Rohan long ago. The other is called the Tree of Tribute, where a brave Dunlanding warrior stood alone there against the strong force of their enemies and sacrificed himself to allow his clan to escape. Search these places for any clues and then follow the signs wherever they may lead. When you discover the source of the evil here, return to me. I provide you tools to dig with, should the need arise. No worries. Alright, so let's take a look. The first one I need to go is this way to the Tree of Mustering. And that probably, I did see a patch of dirt that was untitled when I was last there. That's probably what I need to take a look at now, since he gave me some sort of digging implement. And let's go ahead and add Theodred's Riders to my tracking list. Theodred's Riders, there we go. And I'm neutral with them. Okay. So here's the mustering tree. Like I said, you have found nothing of import here. Oh, there's a white-hand skirmisher. Okay, so now we want to head to the Tree of Tribute, which is this way. I have 3 alts with those chests. Tracery runs. Yep. I've got on my my cooking and jewelry alt, I have a large crafting carry-all, and it is maxed out, as well as 4 of her inventory bags, all maxed out. Back off. There we go. And here is the tree of mustering that I need to check out. Or tree of tribute, I mean. The earth around the tree's roots has been disturbed. And I picked up a quest item. You should use the pick Therodred gave you to dig at the disturbed roots of the tree. Yeah, it's over here on the other side. Right here. You have discovered another evil token but are attacked by a thru. The shadow in the east shall fall upon you. And he had a quest item. Upon his banishment, the thru Nuchluth dropped a token similar to those you dug up from beneath the Tree of Tribute. You should bring all 3 tokens to Theodred at once. Yeah, that was the one of the things that I am glad about is they changed all the instances. We had talked about it earlier, but I'm very glad they did that. So let's go ahead and port back to the scout camp. And let's go ahead and talk to Therodred and turn that quest in. Hold on, check back in Uval Keldus for signs of a watchful presence. Well, that's up there. Okay, yeah, let's just go ahead. We'll do an port like I was going to do. Oh, token of the goat. Okay. Evil in the wood.
How can I be of service?
Indeed, these medallions confirm what I suspected all along. I thought that Gwillian might have allies into Dunland, and it seems that I was right. One of these tokens bears the mark of the goat, the Drugavar summoned by the old woman of the mountain. This one bears the mark of the stag. Excuse me. One bears the mark of the stag, and the other is the ox, the clans we've encountered here in Dunland. His mastery, vitality, resistance. 53 agility, lose attack. Okay, let's see here. I'm not really sure which one I want. How does the supple wool cloak look? Oh, it's a hooded cloak. I don't like hooded cloaks because I have this nice headpiece that I wear. What about the scorched oxalite head guards? I can't tell those on this. What do I want to... 20 armor, 20 agility, lose 10 vitality. Gain 2 agility, gain 2 vitality. Same armor. We'll just get the scorched hide egg leg guards for now. Two more quests: a shameful loss and joining the hunt. So we'll check for a shameful loss first. I am disappointed. If we are unable to unravel the mystery of this wood, we must find more tokens. Yet you managed to lose the pickaxe I gave you? Very well, let me see if one of these Raharim bought a pick with you in these wilds.
Greetings.
We're fortunate. These good people didn't have a pickaxe on one of their goods. Go now and complete your task. Use your pickaxe in your inventory to accept the quest seeking a solution and complete it. Okay. And then the other one is joining the hunt. While you were away, Andrik sent a message to me. He came upon a grove where the creatures of the darkness haunt the Ravenwood. With your tale of Cuthrell, the Tree of Tribute, and your discovery of these tokens, it is clear that Gwillian is near at hand. Go meet with Andrik and see what assistance he requires of you. You are near a place called the Slade of Shadows, some distance to the south. I don't have the pickaxe.
What do you need?
I thought he was supposed to give me a pickaxe. New quest. Oh. Completed seeking a solution. I already completed it. Okay. Okay. Let me double check. I've only completed 2,062 quests. She used the pixard and gave you to dig up the disturbed roots of the tree. Okay, so I guess I just gotta talk to Andrik at the Slade of Shadows. Let's see what we got here. Well, I'm off. It's almost 3 a.m. here. I'm getting... Yep. I'll do my best. I'll try to keep Brunhild alive. You take care of yourself, Goopboard. It was nice having you in the channel, man. You take care. And I hope your tooth gets better soon. Another Wraith. Jeez. Back off. There we go. There he is, right there.
What business have you with the Grey Company?
It is good to see you. If you peer around the rock to the south, you will see the troubles brewing in this place. I have need of your aid.
The Grey Company will need your aid.
Good. Take care of yourself. I thank you again for coming. When I found the Slade of Shadows, I did not expect to be so utterly inhabited by evils from the ancient world. I avoided detection for a short time, but I did not wish to risk betraying our presence here to the enemy. It may be, though, that one such as yourself, with no true tie to the Dunedain, might be able to confront the foe without breaking the secrecy of the Grey Company. Will you lend me your aid? Yep, and I need to complete 4 quests. Mystery of the Trees, Baba Black Sheep, Dimming the Lights, and the Spirits of Dunland. And here they are, Baba Black Sheep.
Our success lies in secrecy. Will you aid us?
Among the creatures inhabiting the Slade of Shadows of the Drugavar, the presence of these fellow spirits is a clear sign the old woman of the mountain is near at hand. or was she who summoned them at first in Enedwite? As you investigate the Slate of Shadows, banish as many of the Drugavar as you're able. Such fell creatures cannot be allowed to enter our world, for their combined power may prove the undoing of the free peoples. Definitely agree. And next is dimming the lights.
Our success lies in secrecy. Will you aid us?
Among the fell spirits I noticed amid the trees of the Slate of Shadows, I saw many of the wisps the Dunlandis called the Eludan. These spirits are perhaps the least of the Dark Lord's minions, but in large numbers they may prove dangerous still. As you investigate the Slate of Shadows, take some time to banish the Eludan. They must lead no one else to their doom. Next, Mystery of the Trees.
The Grey Company has need of your services.
Before I retreated to this rock, I was able to glimpse what appeared to be some small altars and a cauldron set between the large trees at the heart of the Slade. While you hunt the creatures in the Slade, try to get a glimpse at the structures, as we can learn what purpose they serve. Cauldron and 3 altars. And last,
The Grey Company will need your aid.
the spirits of Dunland. Quothrael are among the deadliest of the fellow spirits haunting the Slade of Shadows. As you investigate the Slade, try to banish as many of the spirits as you can, for I fear they will become an army against whom there can be no reckoning if they are not curbed. And I will take care of all of those, but I will be right back in just one moment. Okay, so let's go ahead and take care of these 4 quests that we have here in the Slate of Shadows. New Demon Zone. Slayer of the Dead. Defeat the dead in Dunland. 100, 200. Okay, I could do that. Don't think the Eludon... No, the Eludon do not count, but the Kuthrel do. The top of this altar bears the mark of the stag. The cauldron appears to be empty, but is extremely chilled to the touch and smells of death. The top of this altar bears the mark of the Drogovar. And the top of this altar bears the mark of the ox. And I did complete the mystery of the trees and I got rewarded for it. So that's good. Lurking because I have dish duty, but good luck today. Thanks a lot. Okay, SFC. Try not to get too wrinkly. I'm just out here grinding mobs out at the Slate of Shadows, working on multiple quests right now. Taking out Drugavar and Eladon and dust counts too as I find them. Let's see, I need 2 more Duergar and 5 more Quithrail. There's another Quithrail, because I need more of those. I just need Quithrail. And there's one right there. I'll take that banded coffer, thank you very much. And that's another Quithrail, and there's some more Kalianard Scarn. Always good to find that kind of stuff around. Alright, let's go ahead and turn in these quests now. Well, as soon as I take out this shadowy wraith. Yep. And there's Andrig.
Our quest is dire.
With what you discovered in this Slade of Shadows, I think I know how to ensnare Gwillian. We shall be revealed, but I think the risk is worth the gain.
Will you aid the Grey Company?
Tribunal of Shadows. Matters here are more dire than I had first believed. From your description, I believe the cauldron that rests within the Slade of Shadows is the fabled Dunland. Legend tells that it is a relic once kept by the necromancer Dol Guldur, lost when he was driven forth by the White Council. It is rumored to have the power to create an army of whites. If I'm correct, Gwillian may be trying to use it on behalf of Saruman. She must be stopped. For this, I have a plan. Secretly, when you are ready. Oh, this is interesting. From what I remember of the lore, the necromancer of Dol Guldur was Saruman before he rose to power in like the end of the Third Age, after the Battle of the Five Armies, I want to say. He retreated to Dol Guldur and was there for about 100, 200 years while he was reforming. And if he had this there, that might have been one way he was trying to build an army then. And then Gwillian got a hold of it, and now she's trying to build an army on behalf of Sauron. Or Sauron. Interesting. Let me go through real quick here. We want to... place that. Five, 10, 12. Two, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Sell. Okay. All right, so let's go ahead. Let me get buffed up here. All right. Good. Let us move closer to the Slade of Shadows. I have a plan to ensnare Gwillian and her allies.
At last we have tracked Gwillian, whom the Dunlandings call the Old Woman of the Mountain, here to the Graven Wood. Whatever foul plot she has put in motion must be stopped at the Slade of Shadows.
You told me that the altars bore the same marks as the tokens you brought from Sheridan. If this is indeed the case, the tokens may perhaps be used to call Gwillian and her allies to the Slade. Come with me to the Slade of Shadows. There we will see how the tokens may be of use to us. Enter the slate and place the tokens upon the altars and then return here to me. If I'm correct, we may soon see the end of the old woman of the mountain. Actually, let me do something really quick here. There. Placed the first, placed the second, and as soon as I get rid of this quit rail, we can place the third. There we go. Let us see if my plan will bear fruit. Somebody's coming. The old woman of the mountain. And another old woman of the mountain? There's 4 of them. Or 3 of them. Oh, this is not good. This is not good. I need to stop the Eludon from entering the cauldron. Come on. I defeated the Tribunal of Shadows. Talk to Andrega. Ah, Shanjantra. When Gwillian said what she did about the living, it reminded me of the rest of the legend. The Dutgid weakness is the living spirit, the gift of life. It has ended the darkness. Collect the tokens of the Gurak from the altars, then return to me while I still have breath. The old woman, the mountain lingers still, but not unharmed. Now is the time to strike. Now is the time to move. I shall not be returning with you. The cost of defeating death is the life of the living. Return to Saradan and tell him of our victory. Farewell. Damn. Damn.
What do you need?
Alas, Andrig was a good friend and a stout companion. He will be remembered for his sacrifice. Gwillian has much to answer for. It is a pity that she escaped. At least her allies from the Ox and the Stag clans will be of no further trouble. Nevertheless, we will renew our efforts to find the old woman of the mountain and bring her to justice. Thank you for returning these tokens. I may yet have a use for them. And I am now known to Theodred's riders. I've gained 10,000 reputation with them. Which granted me, among things, a title known to Theodred's riders and 5 more LOTRO points. And Saradon has another quest for me. Eyes of the Riders. I am more determined than ever to find Gwillian's hiding hole, but she is a wily one and more familiar with this land than the Dunland. I have sent for Amlin and a few of the Boar clan resistance. They are helping us scour the Gravenwood for further signs of Gwillian, but in the meantime I want you to speak with Leofward, the chief of Theodred's scouts. Perhaps by aiding the Raharim, we will aid our own cause as well.
Welcome, my friend.
I am grateful for the Rangers' help in sneaking us into the Gravenwood past the Dunlandings, but I am not certain what aid one such as yourself could offer us. Theodred sighs. I must beg your pardon, Hunter. We have never come this far into enemy lands. I do indeed have a use for you, if you are willing. And I've just completed 24 quests within the Gravenwood. And picked up another 5 LOTRO points.
Greetings. You have a moment. I have need of your assistance.
Silent Riders. If you wish to be of aid to me, I have a task of great import, though it may not seem so at first. I sent several scouts out into the Gravenwood to discover any movement of Dunlanding forces, but I've not yet heard from any of them. Would you seek out the scouts and learn if any ill had befallen them? It has been too long, and I fear for my companions. Their names are Thurubald, Elfrith, and Cuthric. Thurubald and Cuthric have gone north and east into the Gravenwood, while Elfrith returned south to watch the road to Wolf's Cleft. I will reward you for your efforts. And there are no more quests here, so we will go ahead and look at my map. Alright, let's head to the north and pick up those 2. On my trusty elk. What am I doing on the Duncriban? I still need it. And we're almost to the first of the 2 scouts. There he is. Thurubald.
Our hope lies in strength, but the servants of the enemy are everywhere.
Left what sent you? That is well, for I have discovered an encampment of the Dragluth, the Dragon Clan warriors, moving down from Enedwaith. News of their movement should be taken to Leofwood at once. I will remain and keep an eye on the encampment. Wish we had further aid. I may have other tasks for you before you leave, though. But unfortunately, at this point, I have just been called by my partner, so I do need to call it here for today. So I would like to thank everyone for joining me for my stream. I had a great time. We accomplished a lot, picked up a lot of LOTRO points, killed a lot of Nazgul, completed a lot of quests. And as a quick reminder, if you'll see up top, I have a channel poll on my YouTube page. I'm curious to find out how much of an interest there is in me adding World of Warcraft Legion Remix to my streaming. I've been debating about doing it once or twice a week, so please let me know. Or if there's another game that you would like to see me stream that you have an interest in, that's a perfect place for you to put a comment. Or if you follow the link down below, you'll find a link to my Discord server. And that's another wonderful place that you can leave comments about my streams, comments about games to stream, and so forth. So again, I would like to thank everyone for joining me today. I had a great time, accomplished a lot today, and I'm going to go ahead and see about moving you wonderful folks to another LOTRO stream. So let me go find a LOTRO streamer real quick. Somebody who has not been on for very long. Okay. We'll go ahead and pop into... There we go. Happy Fry Night with Hoppa Joel. He's been on for about an hour or so. It looks like he's doing some interesting things. So we're going to go ahead and raid him for now. So again, I would like to thank everyone for joining me. I had a wonderful time today. Please be safe, everyone. And I will see you all very, very soon. Take care and be safe.